Hey, it's Nanette with Rockin' Realty, and in today's video, I'm not actually going to talk about real estate. I'm going to talk about Austin. Austin is so full of cool things to do that I could probably do 100 videos and a million blog posts and all the things. But today, I wanted to talk about museums. People don't think of Austin as much of a museum town, although we do have some of the popular, well-known ones that everyone goes to, like the Mexicarte Museum, or at least that's popular with me. I love that one. Can you tell? The Bullock Texas State History Museum, the Texas Memorial Museum, which is like natural history down at UT, and Harry Ransom Center at UT, and of course the Blanton Museum of Art, which has a great exhibit right now called Come As You Are, The Art of the 90s. It goes on until May 15th anyway. But I did some little research and I found some cool, unusual museums. There's actually a lot of them, but I'm just going to talk about 4 of them. And I haven't been to them, and it would be awesome if I had gone to them all and then come and reviewed them. But I'm just going to tell you about them, and then maybe you can go and review them for me. So one of them I found is actually called the Museum of Magnetic Sound Recording. It's established to create and maintain, I'm going to be reading my notes here, a public museum that's dedicated to research, preservation, and restoration of vintage magnetic recording devices. How cool and weird is that? And of course it has history on all the machines, and they're all there, like this room just filled and filled and filled with all this old recording equipment. And I'm going to put the links below so that you can check out the websites of these places and go see them yourself. But that one looks so weird and amazing. And then another one that I'd never heard of is called the Austin Rock and Roll Car Museum. Sounds right up my rock and roll alley. And it's only open the first and third Saturday of each month from 10 to 3 or something. So it's pretty limited. So go when you can. And it has, a collection of vintage cool cars and rock and roll memorabilia. And one of the cars it has is the Ghostbusters Cadillac. And it also has a car that was driven by John Lennon and a car that was driven by JFK. So I definitely want to check that out. Keeping along in the kind of music vibe of these museums, did you know that there's a Texas Music Museum? I've seen it. I've driven by it. It's on East 11th Street. And I say to myself all the time, I should just go in there. So that should go on my list of things that I always say I'm going to do. But it, of course, is there to preserve our Texas music history of all kinds of music. And I think that, it's so important and relevant for Austin. So go check that one out for sure. And then the last one that I'm going to bring up today is not a music-themed museum, but it's a brand new museum that opened in Cedar Park recently, actually, and it's called the Texas Museum of Science and Technology. And it currently has an exhibit called Body Worlds and the Cycle of Life that I think is going till November, and it's brand new, so they're still under construction, but one of the parts that is under construction is a planetarium. And I'm so thrilled about that. I haven't been to a planetarium since I was a kid living in England, and I have great memories of them. Oh, I think I have been to some smaller ones at museums, but nothing big, and so I'm hoping this is a cool big one. But worth checking out for sure. And so go see a museum and tell me about it. Check out some of Austin's hidden secrets. I'm going to go to that car one, ASAP. Okay,